Well, now I know a lot of artists, they started out same typical, make a tape, shop it around, do shows, so forth. But you started out a little different from what I read as a street promoter, right?
Yeah, I did street promotions, worked for Def Jam and for No Limit, and that just taught me a whole different aspect of the game. And I started building relationships with DJs and record labels and just different people with different jobs around the music industry. And that showed me that, necessarily shopping your demos around and passing it out ain't really always the way to go. It works for some people, but that way didn't work for me. That path ain't work for me. So I just, put out my own music with Michael Watts, and we just put it out on our own and sold it and did whatever we had to do to get it going.
Because you was an underground DJ for like 11 years too, and I mean, how was you able to get that going with Swisher Hop?
Well, Michael Watts and Ron C, they were people that I just really admired because they, around my neighborhood, they were real popular and they were on the radio and they had the hottest mixtapes, around the neighborhood. So they people I looked up to. So I just teamed up with them, and I started off, I was young. I was like 14, 15 years old. So I went up to them, and I was like, let me work for y'all doing promotions. And I just did it out of love just because I was just fans of them. So I just, I teamed up with them and kind of worked my way up the ladder, and they showed me how to turn my love of music into a hustle and to make money off of it.
Yeah, speaking of hustling, you got a lot of things you hustle. One of the main things you got is them grills.
Mm.
Now, how'd you get started making grills, man?
Well, they've been around for so long, As a kid, I wanted one just because, everybody in my neighborhood had them. You know what I'm saying? So I just started working the same thing with Michael Watts and Ron C, the same how I got in the grills. Somebody was making them. This guy named Crime. He came down from Brooklyn with the removable style. He really migrated a removable style down south, and I just worked for him. I was like, hey, I want a grill. Let me do some promotions for you. And he hooked me up with a grill. And then I just brought him so much business that he took me under his wing. It was like, look, let's team up. We teamed up.
Yeah, because I actually went to your site, man. It's like them grills are just an epidemic. Like it's nonstop. It done spread it out. How big is the grill business for you?
It's been great. It's been great, man. Real good. We've been selling a lot of grills overseas too.
They bring grills overseas.
Here we got a new store in Houston, Texas, in the Galleria. That's the upscale, high class mall. We still got our store in Sharpstown, and online grillsbypaulwall.com. We've been selling a lot of grills, man. We've been doing a hell of a job.
All right, switching gears for a second, man. I saw something on YouTube about you that kind of interesting. I wanted to ask you about. You went overseas for like you checked out a blood diamond or something like that, and you was telling about how the experience was over there.
We went over there for a documentary called Bling. It's called Bling at Planet Rock, and it just was about blood diamonds and how it relates to hip hop. Me and my boy Johnny, my partner in the jury business, we went over there, and we with Raekwon and Tego Calderon, we went over there with a few different people, and we just got to see it firsthand what it was like in the diamond mines, what it was like over there in Sierra Leone with the situation that was going on. And it just was, I think, above all, more than anything, it made me realize what I had, and it made me stop taking things for granted and appreciate all the blessings I had. But business-wise, as soon as we came back, the first thing we did was we fired our diamond wholesaler. And
for real?
We fired because, they weren't subscribing to the Kimberly process, so we fired them, hired somebody else who was legit. We felt like that's what the right thing we should do. And I feel, I encourage other jewelers to do the same thing. That's what they should do. Make sure you getting your diamonds, you getting your jewelry from somebody who's subscribing to the Kimberly process.
Well, that's what's up, man. Now, I know that, a lot of artists have families and they marry in the rap game, and it can change things from when you're single in the game and then when you're married and have a family in the game. How has that changed your life, man, how you do your music?
Well, for me, it's motivation. When my gal, she, support me in everything I do. She want me to succeed, so she's encouraging me, to go out there and grind and to get it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, having kids, it slow you down because you want to spend your time with the kids. But that's just in life. Whenever you have a kid, you want to slow down for a little bit so you can spend your time with your family. But, it's just motivation to me. It's just really motivation.
Yeah, and I saw some on, it was Paul Wall, some on Paul Wall TV. Some of you had your son with you on your lap, and you was, talking, you really enjoy having that, you know what I mean, as I know a lot of people, you know, run away from their responsibilities, and like you really, you know, having them there with you. Does he travel with you? Does he go a lot of places with you?
Yeah, when I go on tour, they come on the road with me if I'm on the road for a long length of time. You know, they'll come on the road with me. That gives us time to kick it, hang out.
Okay. Now back to the music aspect and, you know, the fast life. Are you working with millionaire Mike Jones and Slim Thug and the whole, you know, camp? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I'm working with a lot of the people you named, but not all of them. But yeah, I got a new song with Kameen that's gonna be on my new album. That was a lot of fun getting him on the album. We actually did 2 songs together, but we only gonna put one of them on the album. But I'm real excited about it, man, because it's been so long since we recorded together, so it's been a long time coming.
Appreciate it, man. What's, you know, besides the music and the grills and everything else, you know, what's coming up in the future for Paul Wall?
Well, I got another website, clothing line called Expensive Taste. The website is IGotExpensiveTaste.com. So that's something we've really been working on. You know, these new clothes we got, and they hot as fire, man. They hot as fish grease. So, man, everybody got to check out the website, IGotExpensiveTaste.com. We already got the clothes in stores around the country, and, you know, we're expanding little by little. So, man, it's been a great thing. It's been a big blessing for us.
Okay, now get a website again for your grills.
Grillsbypaulwall.com. That's grills with an S.
And they can get custom grills. They can get the grills already there. They can get whatever they want, right?
All that. One size fits all, custom grills, custom jewelry, watches, whatever.
That's what it is. Now, as far as you've been a hip-hop artist and been around the scene for over 11 years, where do you see hip-hop heading in the future, man?
Well, it's at the top right now. I don't see it changing. I don't see it moving. There's so many globally, so many fans that just love and support hip-hop and all different aspects of hip-hop, not just the traditional hip-hop, but, man, there's so many different branches of the hip-hop tree now, man, that'll thrive and fans just to support them so that these artists can have careers and, you know, in all different styles of rap. That's a beautiful thing right there.
Yeah, now what's the, gonna be, you got a first single you can ready to release for the new album?
Yeah, this new one I just did with Webby. It's called Busybody. We about to shoot the video for it next week. Me and Webby and Mouse. It's a hell of a song, man. You got to check it out on MySpace, myspace.com/PaulWall. You can hear it on there.
It's already on the uploaded, ready to go?
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to check that out real soon, man. Well, you know, any shout-outs you want to give out Paul Wall, man, before we get out of here today?
That sounds good right there.
That's what it is, man. We're going to appreciate Paul Wall for coming out hanging with Hype Radio. I appreciate everybody for listening in. And like I said, if you want to, hey, Paul, right before we get out of here, man, just real quick for me, give out those 2 websites again for your grills and your clothing line.
IGotExpensiveTaste.com and grillsbypaulwall.com.
And that's what it do. Y'all make sure y'all go pick up that new album, Fast Life. And if you ain't got the old stuff, go get that too, because it's banging. And you can take my word for it. All right, Paul? I want to thank y'all, man, for hanging out with us, man, on Hype Radio.
Appreciate it, homie.
All right, now. I appreciate everybody out there. And like I always say, love each other as you expect to be loved. We holler at y'all.
All right, for sure.